Welcome to the channel. Here we have January 2022 update of our Robo Advisor investment experiment. This experiment consists of 6 financial platforms: Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Betterment, Wealthfront, Fidelity Go, M1 Finance, and Makara. Out of these 6 platforms, 4 platforms are completely Robo Advisor. That means we place the money and they do the investment based on your portfolio selection. M1 Finance is more like bucket investing, where you have designed a bucket where you want to invest the money, and then the automatic process of investing is taken care by M1 Finance in the allocated bucket that you have created. Makara is more like a robo advising platform for cryptocurrencies. We will talk about that as we go along. About the setup, what we did in the first week of January, we created an account on all these platforms. As a seed investment, we placed $1,000 in each account. On 10th of January, we deposited $100 in each account for the scheduled investment purposes. The idea is that on a recurring basis, every month on 10th, we will deposit $100 across all these 6 platforms and let the platform take care of the investing. On 31st of each month, or maybe the last day of each month, we take a balance on the account and see how the account has performed. So for this month, we have reached a mark of 31st January 2022, which is the last day of January. And I have noted down the investment that we did across all the 6 platforms. What is the current balance after the market closed on 31st of January? And we can see how platform has performed based on their robo-advisor criteria. It seems that this month has been a little bit rough from the investment purposes. We have seen decline across various markets. Let's take a look at each account and see how they have performed for the month of January. Just to note that the seed investment that we did was on 3rd of January and the recurring deposit of $100 that we did on 10th of January. So, except for the Marcus. So Marcus had already had initial investment of $1,131.40 on the 1st, or you can say the 3rd of January. Today's balance is $1,074.96. That's a change of minus $56.44. That means we lost money. Similarly, for Betterment, the investment amount is $1,100 and the balance that we saw is $1,036.02. That's a negative balance of $63.98. Similarly, if you look at other platforms that we did that experiment, in almost all platforms we lost some money. But the major change that we saw is in the cryptocurrency space, where the market has seen a downturn where the investment of $1,100 yield a negative output of $327.44. If we look across all the investment and do a rate of return, that means the total investment we did for the month of January was $6,631.40. And on 31st January, after the market closed, the total balance is $5,966, where the rate of return on our investment is in negative. That means we lost 10% of the investment amount. Now we will take a closer look at each account and see what has been done and where the money was invested, and if the platform did anything other than just initial investment. So let's take a closer look at what happened in the Marcus account. This is the view for the month of January. On close to 1st of January, it had a balance of $1,131.40, which during 1 month has decreased down to $1,074.96. One other thing that you can take a look at is year-to-date return. So the starting balance is $1,131.40, where I did not make any deposit because it already had 1,100, and I'm trying to make sure that all account has the same investment amount. The one thing that you can see, the total gain and loss is $74.48, where the market change is $70.97. Dividend that I received is 8 cents, and the fees that I paid on the investment of $1,131.40 is 59 cents. So the end amount is $1,059.92, but that is for 30th Jan. As you can see, the amount has changed today. Now we will take a look at the Betterment account. So in this case, you can clearly see that the total balance at the end of this month is $1,036.05. And they rightly calculate that the earning that they had for this month is in negative. That means we lost $63.95 on an investment of $1,100. Now we will take a look at Wealthfront account, where the investment is exactly same as what we did for Betterment, but the value for Wealthfront is a little bit different. The investment strategy that they use has yielded a little bit less loss compared to Betterment. So the final amount that we have in the Betterment account is $1,051.11. Let's take a closer look at the recent activities that was performed on the Wealthfront platform. So on 4th of January, we did deposit $1,000 as a seed amount. That amount got invested on the platform on 4th January, and they bought these funds, I would say, on same day. On 6th of January, they did something called tax loss harvesting, and you can see the detail right here, where they sold some of the existing investment and they bought new investment from the same amount. Now, on 11th of January, we deposited another $100 as a part of the experiment, and on same day, 11th, they bought an additional, you can say, 1 share for the same amount. And for the next month, we have already scheduled $100 deposit for this account. Let's take a look at how Fidelity performed for the same amount of money invested through their services. So the total investment that we did is exactly the same as per Betterment and Wealthfront, that is $1,100. And at the end of the month, that's today, 31st January 2022, we can see the total amount is $1,062.19. That's a change of negative $37.81. Now we'll take a look at some of the activities that was performed. And if you see, they have provided a very detailed account of what they have done on the platform. During the time period for this month, you can see we had made a deposit of $1,000 as a seed investment. We made another deposit of $100 as a recurring investment on 10th of Jan, and they did purchase some of the fund they think is good for investment based on my portfolio selection. But the one thing that you see is there has been a dividend received for the cash amount. That's on end of this month. That's on 30th. So what we have seen is overall, all the accounts have provided a negative yield. Let's take a look at our fifth platform, M1 Finance, where we have gone through the process of what we call bucket investing, where we have created a bucket called Metaverse Stocks. We have placed close to 21 stocks in the bucket that is equally divided for the investing purposes. The total investment account deposited in this platform is same as any other, that is $1,100. Right now it has the current value on this account is $969.60. They have calculated a gain which is in negative for that is $154.39. That's a return of negative 14.05%. From activity point of view, we made a deposit of $1,000 and we turned on the trading on 4th of January for that $1,000. On 7th of January, they provided a $50 bonus. On 10th of January, we received $100 as per discussed earlier. And they did another trading on 10th of January for those 21 stocks that we discussed earlier. If you want to take a closer look at what I have in the Metaverse stock bucket, so you can see there I have 21 positions. And these are the different stocks that I think play a role or will play a role in Metaverse space, which is a kind of a hot topic in the tech industry as of today. Now we will take a look at our cryptocurrency Robo Advising platform Makara. Currently, they only provide their services through mobile platforms. So I will record that video and will show you the detail. This is the landing screen for the Makara app, and you can see we have made investment in two buckets, Universe and Metaverse. Now we will take a look at Universe bucket, starting with few information about the bucket itself, followed up with various assets in the bucket. As you can see, the list is quite long. I will scroll through it just to give you a quick sneak peek what it contains. Now we will repeat the same for the Metaverse as well, with the information of asset and allocation, followed by movement of Makara portfolio. As you can see, the fluctuation across the month where 1100 investment decreased to $750. Thank you. See you next month.